and welcome to day 8 of 25 days of yoga for 2025. I'm so grateful to have you here practicing with me today. If this challenge is your first experience of yoga, then you'll find that this 30-minute class will provide you with a new experience, including some asana that you'll be familiar with and some that is newer to this challenge. Begin by coming into a comfortable seated position and gently relax your hands on top of your knees. Take a deep inhale through your nose and loudly exhale through your mouth. Let something go. Take 2 more breaths just like this. Inhale through your nose. Exhale, let something go. Inhale through your nose and exhale. Return to your normal pace of breathing, in through your nose and out through your nose. Let your mind be drawn to the feeling of expansion in your chest as you inhale, and then the feeling of contraction as you exhale and let the air go. Give yourself permission to be fully focused on this feeling as you breathe here in stillness. I invite you in today's class to release any and all expectation of performance or perfection or self-competition, and simply allow your body to lead you through each moment in the way that feels best for you. There is nothing that you need to do or be to have a complete practice today, except be present and breathe through each moment. Now I invite you to set your own intention for practice today, whether it be a word or a phrase or a feeling inside. Solidify that intention and lead through class today with that at the forefront. Once you have set this intention, take a deep inhale full of it through your nose, and then exhale, let it go, and come back into the present. Move both hands to hold on to the front of your knees, and on an inhale, draw your shoulder blades back and towards one another. Arch your spine and puff your chest out to the front of your space. On exhale, begin to straighten your arms and hug your shoulders towards one another as your spine rounds and chin tucks. Inhale, draw your shoulder blades together and arch your spine. Exhale, straighten the arms, bring the shoulders towards one another and round. Inhale, arch as your gaze lifts high. And exhale, round as your chin tucks. Inhale, arch your spine. And exhale, round your spine. Inhale, arch. And exhale, come back to center. Release your hands to the mat on either side of you, and on inhale, lift your arms up high and overhead, palms touch. Exhale, lower your palms down the midline of the body and then separate them again. Inhale, lift them high and overhead, palms touch. Exhale, send them down. Inhale, lift your arms, palms touch over you. Exhale, send them down. Inhale up and exhale down. Inhale, lift the arms one more time. Exhale, send them down. Now grab holds of either foot and bring the soles of both feet to touch, from heels all the way to toes, and let your knees fall out wide. Wrap both hands around your toes and pull them towards you, allowing you to sit up nice and straight. Inhale through your nose, and on your exhale, hinge forward and fold towards the ground, lowering your forehead towards your feet. Continue breathing here at your own pace, noticing the impact of this fold on your breath. On inhale, lift yourself back up to sit up straight. Staying in this position, exhale and slowly lower yourself down to lay on your back using your forearms. Your arms can lay beside you, palms facing down, or use your hands to lightly support your legs on either side. Let your body lead the way as you lay here in Supta Baddha Konasana. Now gently lift both knees up to center and plant the soles of your feet onto the mat. Draw your arms out wide into a T position and inhale as you lift your right leg high and straight over top of you. On exhale, cross your right leg over the top of your left thigh and then wrap the front of your right foot around the back of your left calf. Lift your arms up high and wrap your left arm underneath of your right, giving yourself a hug. Now lift your forearms so they touch each other and then turn your palms so that they meet. Let your fingers touch the floor behind your head and inhale. Then on your exhale, lift your legs and arms to meet. Inhale, come back to the ground, and exhale, crunch back towards yourself. Inhale, extend, and exhale, crunch. Inhale, extend back to the floor, and exhale, stay. Place your arms back in a T position and unwind your legs. On inhale, lift your left leg high and straight above you, and exhale, cross it over the front of your right thigh. Wrap the front of your foot around the back of your right calf, and then lift your arms up, wrapping left underneath of right, and then lifting your forearms to touch and twisting your palms so they touch as well. Release your fingers to the floor behind your head. Inhale. And on exhale, crunch in towards yourself. Inhale, lower back to the floor. Exhale, legs and arms lift to crunch. Inhale, lower. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, lower down and stay here. And exhale. Place your arms back in a T position and unwind your legs so both feet plant onto the mat. Using your hands, press yourself back up into a seated position, stepping your feet a little bit wider than hips width distance apart and planting your palms behind either hip. Inhale, sit tall, and exhale, let your knees fall to the left. Inhale, lift your knees, feet plant back in center. Exhale, let them fall to the right. Inhale, lift back through center. Exhale, knees fall to the left. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, knees fall to the right. Inhale, lift back up through center. And on exhale, knees fall to the left and lift your right arm up and around towards the back of your space to twist. Inhale, lift everything back through center, hand plants. Exhale, knees fall to the right, left arm lifts up and around towards the back of your space. Inhale, find center. Exhale, knees fall to the left, right arm lifts up and around. Inhale, find center. Exhale, knees fall to the right, left arm lifts up and around. Inhale everything back through center. And exhale. Extend both legs out long beside you into a straddle position and flex your feet towards the sky. Plant your palms in front of you and take a breath. Inhale, lift your arms up high and overhead. And exhale, reach your right arm towards your left toes as your left reaches overhead and towards your right toes. Continue your steady breaths and hold. Inhale, lift both arms up high back through center. And on exhale, tuck your left arm underneath of you, reaching towards your right foot as your right arm reaches over to your left toes. Inhale, lift both arms back up through center, and on exhale, either lower the palms of your hands or your forearms down to the ground. Keep your feet flexed towards the sky, not rotating them forward. On inhale, press yourself up to sit tall, and exhale, plant your hands behind your hips and sweep your left leg around to meet your right. Both legs extended long in front of you as you sit on your sitting bones. Sit up nice and straight and inhale. And on exhale, begin to walk both hands forward on either side of your legs, lowering your chest towards your thighs. Stop wherever your body is asking you to, and rest your hands on the ground or your legs or your feet as you hold for a breath. Breathe in and begin to walk your hands back underneath of your shoulders. And when you breathe out, sweep your legs behind you, plant your hands onto the mat and tuck your toes underneath of you. Keep a deep bend in your knees and send your palms to the mat at the same time as your heels coming into forward fold, Uttanasana. Grab hold of opposite elbow with opposite hand and hang here in ragdoll, swaying from side to side as you breathe. Come back to stillness and release your arms long. Take a deep inhale, and on your exhale, slowly vertebra by vertebra begin lifting yourself up to stand. Once you're standing tall, walk yourself to the top of your mat, feet about hips width distance apart, and bring your hands to rest on your hips. Shift your weight into your right leg and inhale, lift your left knee bent in front of you at hip height And exhale, step your left leg back a full leg's length, landing on the balls of your toes. Watch as your front right knee tracks right over your front right ankle. And inhale, lift your arms up high and overhead for Virabhadrasana, warrior. Exhale as you reach back and down through your left heel, stabilizing you here. Inhale, lower your arms in front of you at shoulder height. And on exhale, turn your back left foot in and down parallel to the back of your mat and bring your arms out wide to a T position. Square your hips and your shoulders towards the side of the mat and gaze over your front right fingertips for Parsha Virabhadrasana. Inhale and exhale, release your right forearm down to the top of your right knee and reach your left arm overhead and towards the right side of your space. Inhale, and on exhale, lower your right arm down to inside of your right foot and then plant your left hand next to it. Pivot your back foot forward and turn your right toes out slightly. Keep your left leg lifted or lower down to your knee. Option to keep your hands planted here, or for a different experience, lower down onto your forearms for lizard pose. Uttan Pristhasana. No matter where you are, find yourself back with weight on hands, and then step your left foot forward to meet your right. Then shift your feet back to hips width distance and plant your hands onto the mat for Uttanasana. On inhale, bend your knees and send your hips back and down, lifting your chest and arms high to hover. Exhale, lower your hands to your hips. Inhale, draw your arms out wide to the side. And exhale, give yourself a hug, wrapping your left arm underneath of your right. Inhale. And on exhale, keeping your arms here, press yourself up to stand. Lift your left knee in front of you at hip height. Inhale, hold. And exhale, unwind and step down to stand. Bring your hands back to your hips and shift your weight into your left foot. Inhale, lift your right foot high in front of you, knee bent. Exhale, step that foot back a full leg's length, landing on the balls of your toes. Square your hips and shoulders towards the front of your space. And inhale, lift your arms up high and overhead for Virabhadrasana, warrior. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, lower your arms in front of you at shoulder height, and on exhale, pivot your back foot in and down, coming parallel to the back of your mat, arms wide in a T position. Once again, square your hips and shoulders to the side of your space and gaze over your front right fingertips for Parsha Virabhadrasana. Inhale. And exhale, lower your left forearm to the left knee and reach overhead with your right arm. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale, lower your left palm to the inside of your left foot and bring your right palm to meet it, pivoting your back foot forward so toes face the front. Turn your left toes out slightly and stay here on your hands or lower to your forearms. Your right leg can stay lifted or your knee can lower to the earth for Uttan Pristhasana, lizard. No matter where you are, find yourself on your hands. Inhale and exhale, step your right foot forward. Then heel toe your feet together to hips width distance. On inhale, bend your knees and send your hips back and down to hover and lift your chest and arms high. And exhale, lower your hands to your hips. Inhale, lift your arms high once again, and exhale, sweep your right arm under your left to give yourself a hug. Hold here, inhale, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale, press yourself up to stand and lift your right knee in front of you at hip height. Exhale, come back to stand. If you have a yoga block or another prop that you'd like to use to support you, go ahead and grab it now. Place your block on the outside of your right foot, and then stand tall. Lift your hands to your hips and fix your gaze on something not moving, your drishti. Ground through your right foot, and on inhale, lift your left knee high in front of you. Exhale, cross it over your right leg and place your toes onto your block. You can stay here or wrap your left foot around the back of your right calf and sink a little bit lower. Hands can stay here or inhale, lift them high. Exhale, wrap the left arm right underneath of the right to give yourself a hug. Again, arms can stay here or flip your forearms up to touch and then touch your palms. Inhale, lift your arms a little bit higher to shoulder height. Exhale, sink in for Garudasana, eagle pose. Squeeze your legs together. Inhale. And exhale, unwind, lift your left knee high in front of you, and then come back to stand. Take a breath here and feel the sensations lingering and changing from Garudasana. Now place your block on the outside of your left foot and bring your hands up to your hips. Shift your weight, grounding through the left foot. Inhale, lift your right knee high in front of you, and exhale, cross it over your left thigh, planting your toes to the block, or wrap the front of your right foot around the back of your left calf. Sink a little bit lower, keeping your eyes focused on your drishti. Hands stay here, or inhale and exhale. Wrap the right arm underneath the left to give yourself a hug. Again, hands stay here or flip your forearms and palms to meet in Garudasana, eagle. Take a breath in and invite your body to sink a little bit deeper, and then breathe out. Inhale. And on exhale, unwind, lift the right knee high in front of you. Exhale, lower to stand with feet at hips width distance. Inhale, lift the arms up high and overhead. Exhale, hinge forward at the hips, straight spine all the way down to forward fold. Step one foot back and lower down onto your knee, and then step the other back to meet it. Walk both hands back about an inch or two away from your knees, and then walk both knees out wider and invite your hips to come closer down to the mat and push them back. Lower down onto your forearms for Mandukasana, frog pose. Or if you'd like, go ahead and take child's pose as you hold. Tune into your breath and listen to the signs of your body, changing as you need to make this pose more comfortable for you, or taking another one. On an inhale, push up through your forearms and begin to walk your knees back towards one another. And exhale, sweep your legs behind you to come on to your sitting bones. Now scoot yourself forward and come down to lay on your back. extend both legs high up above you and flex your feet towards the sky with an inhale. And exhale, bend both knees and reach your arms in between your legs so that you can grab each big toe with each hand. Then draw your feet back so they flex towards the sky as you hold here in happy baby. Welcome each leg to pull a little bit further towards each side. Stay still here, or choose to rock from one side to the other, or even invite one leg or both to straighten. Explore the movement that your body is inviting. Inhale, and on your exhale, wrap your arms around your shins and curl into a ball. Inhale, and exhale, extend your legs long in front of you. Place your arms by your sides with palms facing down. With each breath in through your nose and out through your nose, allow your body to melt further into the ground below you. Keep your mind fixated on the feeling and sensation of breath as you lie here in your Shavasana, your final resting pose. Begin to deepen your breaths, and then slowly start to wiggle your fingers and your toes to gently wake up your body. Bend both knees and turn yourself on to one side, using your lower arm as a pillow and planting your other hand onto the mat. Soak in your final few breaths of pure, beautiful rest here. When you're ready, press yourself back up into a comfortable seated position and gently rest your hands on top of your knees or thighs. Notice the pace and the feeling of your breath now as compared to how it was when you stepped onto your mat for practice today. Now I invite you to circle back on the intention that you set for yourself at the beginning of today's class. Notice if that intention would like to accompany you throughout the rest of your day, or if it served its purpose and would like to stay here. Inhale and lift your arms up high and overhead and bring palms to touch. And exhale, lower your hands down to heart center and bow your head. Take one last deep, full inhale of light and love. And exhale, flicker your eyes open. You have just completed day 8 of the 25 Days of Yoga for 2025 challenge. I hope that you were able to bring your mind, your body, and your soul into a new experience in today's class. Thank you for sharing energy and space with me for practice today, and I'll see you back here tomorrow for day 9. Namaste and Jai Bhagwan.